go from start to where we are now.
Okay, from the start to where we are now. So the start is me putting out a tweet on Twitter saying that if Gold Coast would beat Carlton, my two teams that I played for, if Gold Coast beat Carlton, I'll get a picture of Stuart Dew, the Gold Coast coach, tattooed on my backside. So that tweet took off a lot more than what I thought it was going to. I tweeted and then had lunch and came back and I was like, oh my God, what has happened? This is really caught legs. And then watched the whole game and sure enough, it was a close game, which is good. But of course, because I tweeted about it, it came off. So Gold Coast beat Carlton and now we are facing the reality of doing this tattoo. So getting in the studio and getting Stuart Dew on my backside. So
like what prompted you to make the bet? Were you actually like confident that they were going to win and you're just like, how has this happened?
Yeah. Well, I'm just so stupid. Like nothing prompted me. No one even like dared me. It was just me trying to be arrogant and funny and put it out into the world. And then I thought they were going to win. Like they should have won, but it didn't happen that way. So it's a good life lesson, but as I do with most things, I do pay my debts, and this is one of them. So I don't think I'll be making more tweets after this.
That's actually another one of my questions. I'm like, are you prone to bets like this? Like, are you prone to just throwing things out there?
Yeah, I think 2020 and 2021 was obviously the year of COVID and lots of ups and down restrictions. For me, it was just the year of making stupid promises and bets on Twitter. So I did another one saying that I would run down Lygon Street, one of the prominent streets here in Carlton, in Melbourne. I'd run down naked if Carlton did make the finals. So I've still got to do that. So I'm looking to kind of, almost two birds, one stone once I get the tattoo of Stuart Dew, to then flaunt it down Lygon Street as well.
I was going to say, a lot of your bets sound like they involve your butt being exposed to a lot of people.
Yeah, it's one of my best assets apparently. My face is no good, so I like to think I have a good butt.
Why'd you choose Stu and not any of the other players? Or
I don't know. I think Stu was just like a figure. Think of Gold Coast, think of Stewie Dew. So he was just one that came to mind straight away. And there's no more real thinking behind that. I like Stu. I've met him a couple of times. He's a good man. So it's not as bad as it seems. I know having a tattoo of someone that you're not really friends with, I guess. No, isn't something you do, but it's going to be anyone. I'm happy it's Stewie Dew.
Would you make any alterations to his face if you could?
Maybe make his eyes just a tiny bit wider. So if he ever sees it, he's like, that just doesn't look like me, mate. Like, what have you done? That's probably it.
I love that. What did he say? Like, what did he say when you told him that was he on board, or was he like, why?
Yeah. No, I think everyone was on board. So I haven't spoken to Stu personally, but Gold Coast Footy Club have reached out. They've tweeted as well about it. All the players have, physios. So they were pretty happy. Like, of course they would be. They won a game, and now they get, this dessert, this cherry on top of winning that. So
taken down.
Yeah, I think that they'll love it. They'll be chuffed with it. So it's a win-win, except for me, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know, to be honest though, it is normal for people to get other people's faces tattooed to them. Like if you think about celebrities, like tattoos and stuff, like it's kind of weird, right? But also kind of cool.
I might do like a tribute to all my favorite people in the world across my bum, just tattooed. This might be the thing that gets that rolling.
Look, we'll make that happen.
Great.
Don't make other bets, right? Don't put it in writing.
See, again, I told you, let's do stupid things like that. Why would I say that?
Yeah, it's just a lesson learned. Hey, so then you're obviously like all your fans started going nuts. What did they think? Like, what kind of messages have you been receiving? Comments?
It's crazy. Yeah, it's been one of the things that's been constant at me all year is people just want to know when it's happening, like when you're getting it done. What's it going to look like, come on, hurry up kind of thing. So obviously with the lockdown, it's been pretty hard to move around and even go outside the door here in Melbourne. So now that the ball's rolling and things are in motion, I think they're going to be absolutely stoked. So yeah, they're keen and excited and ready to see it.
Were you expecting like this level of like pressure? Like
it actually is so nerve-wracking. There's so much pressure just to get this tattoo. Like it's exciting though. I guess the good thing about it is that many people involved now. So all the people that follow me or might be a fan or whatever it is, they're all connected through this one thing, which is, it's good. It brings people together as silly as it might be. So to make people excited or, maybe happy when they see it, it's a good feeling. So I'm glad there's a lot of people behind me. It's just not me and like a mate rolling into a tattoo parlor saying this would be funny.
How did it go when you asked your fans to vote for which tattoo they wanted?
Yeah, crazy amount of people had their thoughts. A lot of, I'll put 4 different photos up there with people asking, what do you think? What do you want? So a lot of opinions. So we've gone with the one that got the most votes, I guess. Seems to be a popular one. So a lot of buy-in from a lot of fans, which is amazing. Didn't expect that, as I said before. So a lot of people invested in it, which is great.
So I saw when you put those photos up, it was on your abs.
Yeah. So because again, like I didn't really want to put my exposed bum on there until the real thing's on it. So it was like a little teaser, like you guys know it's going, but where do you think, what it'll look like? What do you think? So, a little teaser for them. Good feedback. I probably would never ever get that on my abs ever. I'm happy that it's on the backside, so I can at least hide it as much as I can.
You do know that going forward, for years and years, people are going to ask to see your butt, to see the photo of it.
I know. I'm just thinking that going down the pub, the first thing people will ask, like, just show us it. So
show us your butt.
Oh, it'll be a cool party trick to show people. If the conversation goes stale, I'll just say, "Oh, you guys seen this?" And then go away again.
Do you think your fans are gonna feel stitched up that you went on the butt and not somewhere more like exposed? But the butt's good.
Yeah, I'm probably happy that I did say, I think I said butt in my tweet. So I'm pretty happy I specified where it was going initially instead of just leaving it open and then letting my fans run wild with where they'd want, like my forehead or something, which just be like the worst.
You'd be like, guys, come on.
Yeah, like that's just not going to happen, guys. Like, come on. But no, as I said, they're stoked to see it. They're so happy. And I'm actually looking forward to getting in there and getting it done.
Yeah. So no special connection between Stu's face and your butt, hey? Not yet, anyways.
Not yet, but it's going to be a lifelong bond that we'll have forever, which is great. Like maybe in 10, 20, 30 years, we look back and say, how good was that time you guys won and put your face on my backside? That was really fun when we did that. So you never know.
Do you think he'd ever be willing to get your face on his butt for any reason?
Not a chance. There's no way. Unless maybe we go next year, Carlton v Gold Coast again in football. Maybe he's up for it. That could be another chapter in this series of events.
I mean, you've seen how much pressure and just buy-in that your fans had. I bet that they could pressure him into something.
I think so. I think they could. If there's ever a fan base that could pressure someone into doing something,
it's the footy.
And I would know this.
Yeah,
I would know this firsthand. It's definitely my fan base. They're very good at that.
What about your teammates, like your former teammates and your footy friends? Are they just like, what have you done, Dan?
Crazy. Yeah, it is. The guys that still play at both teams, Carlton and Gold Coast, even players I know who are playing footy at the moment, are just like, that is absolutely ridiculous. So again, there's a good amount of interest in it, and I know it's just good. It's good to have so many people involved and interested, and from all different backgrounds, from former players, coaches, staff, fans. So two fan bases who probably don't have a lot in common will finally have something in common, which is great.
Yeah, and so I guess speaking of differing fan bases, let's switch gears a bit here. Now you're going to be exposed to the Celebrity Inc. fan base.
Yes.
And it's a really welcoming family, so you're lucky there. I know that everybody's really excited to have you in the studio. What do you know about Celebrity Inc. anyways? So had you heard of us before when we reached out?
I'd heard of you obviously in Melbourne, the studio in Melbourne, so I'd heard that. And then when you guys reached out, I obviously did my research and pretty amazed with how far your reach is, where you are, how many locations you have. So it looks like, and I know I am now, I'm dealing with the best in business, which is very comforting because I didn't really know what I was getting myself into, but working with you guys at Celebrity Inc., you've taught me through the process, you've looked after me, you've held my hand the whole way. So definitely very grateful for you guys being on board.
Well, I'm really glad to hear that. Well, we're already doing it for you. You don't have to butter me up, all right?
I think that was for myself to pop myself up for it.
Yeah, you're like, it's good. I'm with the best.
It's all good. It's all good.
What'd you come across in your research that really made us kind of stand out, that made us different?
I think just your attention to detail when I went through and looked at, the locations you are, the artists you have, the work that you guys do as well. I think it's definitely holds up and has a reputation as well with the amount of work you've done. So you don't get that kind of, you're not known for that kind of reputation unless you've established yourself and you've got, a good partnership with people who come in there and get tattoos. So, like I said, just seeing how many studios you have, the work you've done, and then talking to you guys further about the process and how it all works. Very comfortable going ahead with Celebrity Ink.
That's amazing. Were you watching when we did our Tattoos for Life giveaway?
No, I didn't. Tattoos for Life.
Yeah, so what do you think? We actually gave somebody Tattoos for Life. We did a big $50,000 worldwide competition, and somebody literally won free Tattoos for Life.
That's amazing. That is a great, giveaway to win, and I'd probably enter. I would, because I know I've got another 50 or lifetime tattoos left in me, but again, that's also a scary proposition if I had that, because I get so much pressure from my fans to just get $50,000 of tattoos on me.
They're like, it's
so
time.
Happy for the winner. Yeah, happy for the winner. Also happy I didn't win.
Yeah, what's been your experience with tattoos up to this point? I think I know you've got one tattoo at least.
Yeah, I've got one tattoo. It was a home job, a home tattoo. So a few drinks, and then one of my friends decided to pull out his tattoo gun and put the word better on my foot in just the worst handwriting you've ever seen. Not really sure why I picked the word better at that time, but it seemed like a good idea, I guess, at that time.
Better.
So foot is tatted up. I guess you could say it's a foot sleeve.
Yeah.
I've got a sleeve on my foot.
No big deal.
Yeah, no big deal. I'm
Pretty
tatted up.
tough.
I've got ink. Yeah. It did hurt a lot on the foot, so I do know that much about tattoos. Not as easy, and they definitely look a lot more painful than what people let on. Like, they are a lot more painful.
I don't know. I think it's one of those things where it depends on your pain threshold and where it is on your body. Like on the butt, I think it's pretty good. It's nice and meaty.
God,
right?
thank God. Yeah, I've heard from friends near bones is a no-go. Heels, ribs, shins, forearms, things like that. So I've been working really hard in the gym, trying to get a bit extra meat on this backside, so I don't feel it. So looking pretty peachy at the moment, which is great. All in prep for this tattoo.
And your fiance must be enjoying the extra peachiness, but what does she think of everything else? Is she reconsidering things?
Yeah, she was pretty disappointed initially. Then she was like, "You're not going to get this tattoo. You are definitely not getting this tattoo. That is such a stupid thing to do." And now she's come around to it, so she knows, she's accepted that it's definitely happening, and she's made peace with that, which is great. So, I don't think she'll love it. Once she sees Stuart Dew on my backside, how can you not love that?
I just don't even want to go there. Hey, I'm glad it's on the back. That's all I'm gonna say.
It could be worse spots.
It could be worse. Is it because she just doesn't really like tattoos, or is it because it's the theme of the tattoo? It's just not what she really agrees with.
Yeah, well, she's got tattoos, so that's the weird thing. She has tattoos.
Yeah.
So I think it's more just the theme that she's not big on. If it was someone else playing AFL, maybe if it was Bailey Smith, who's this really good looking bloke who plays the Bulldogs, maybe him.
Yeah.
She's a fan of him, but the fact that it's Stewie Dew, I think that's what's really thrown her off. But,
yeah. Well, like I say, maybe we can make some adjustments and make him a little more handsome.
maybe we can. Maybe we can make Stewie Dew look he's already a handsome man, by all means. Maybe we can make a few improvements.
What do you reckon people's general attitude is towards tattoos these days? Have you sensed a change in people?
I definitely have, yeah. I think when I grew up, tattoos were the badass kids at high school, and they were so cool, or then it kind of changed to, oh, don't ever get tattoos because you can't get a job or this and that or whatever it might be. And now that, you know, society and things have changed, especially with COVID and being at work or being in different situations, that it doesn't matter what's on your body or what you look like or why you've got them, as long as you're comfortable with them. And some people can just pull them off and they look cool, like they look great with tattoos. Some people are like, okay, maybe not, but
maybe you shouldn't have.
yeah, maybe you shouldn't have a Stuart Dew tattoo on your
I was like, you might have fallen into that category.
Yeah, exactly. So, but no, most of my mates have tats and they look great. So yeah, I think people's views definitely change on tattoos, and as long as you're comfortable in your skin, that's what matters.
Yeah, and like that really kind of segues into Celebrity Ink so well. It's like your skin, your story, man. If you can wear it, like if you can wear it with confidence, go nuts, right? Do whatever you want to do. What's your next tattoo going to be after Stu's face on your butt?
Yeah, wow. Look, I haven't thought that far ahead, gladly, but I don't know. Maybe people say they get the tattoo bug. Once they get like their first one, they're like, oh, I've got to get another one. I just have to. So I'm kind of hoping I do get the bug. I've always wanted them growing up. Like I always had visions of having a sleeve or like something down my leg. So I'm praying that I get the bug to get more, but I'm just not sure what it looks like.
You will. You absolutely will. If I have anything to do with it, I'll be
that
bug in your ear anyways. Be like, hey,
great.
when are we getting you in again, mate?
I'm looking forward to it. That's what I want.
Maybe I have to jump on your Twitter and pressure you to make another bet of some kind.
Yeah, it won't take much. I've got rubber arms, so it won't take a lot.
Yeah. So lesson learned though, but I don't really necessarily believe you. I think you're definitely going to be firing off more of these bets in the future, and I can't wait to see them.
I think so. Look, I know that I probably will as well, so I accepted that. And if ever one place I'm going to go to pay up, it's going to be Celebrity Ink, so that's for sure.
I love that. Thanks, Dan. Hey, your butt's in good hands with us, and
Thank you. Thank you. It's very comforting.
And we'll see you in the new year.